Hello everyone, and welcome back to my shop. Let's see, today we're going to start a project on this here GMC model 100. And let me see, it's October, and the weather, even though we're still in the middle of this heat wave, the weather will eventually get cold, and this GMC does not have a heater. I recently put a fresh air heater in that Chevy, and I took its recirc heater out. So I now have this Arvin heater that's in great condition, just sitting here awaiting something to do. So I believe we're going to go ahead and put him in the GMC. So it's going to be a somewhat drawn out process because I got other things I got to do to work around. So stay tuned while we do some work here on the GMC. Alright, in preparation for the heater install in this GMC, it looks like that battery is going to have to get moved back to its original equipment manufactured location, which would be under the passenger side floorboard. It works okay there, it doesn't get hot or anything, but it's right in the way of the heater install. So let's take a look and see what we got in here. Alright, get rid of this here mat, and I'm going to have to unscrew that temporary patch there. Alright, then we'll check it out. When I traded and got this old truck, I got in a real big hurry to get it on the road, to get it running when I put that 350 in. So that's pretty much the reason why that patch air is more of a temporary measure than anything permanent. So I wanted to point that out before we go any deeper. If I remember right, it doesn't look very good underneath there. So we're going to see here in a moment. Well, I got the plate off, and it's as I remembered. Yep, it's not good. I'm going to cut some of that out and just do a temporary kind of rivet patch to kind of stem it, because I'm not going to get into any serious body work with this right now. But the good news is, looks like there is a serviceable battery holder right there, so that's good. That's a good deal there. I don't have to worry about picking one of them up. And with that, I'm going to have to cut that out and work around it. I could even use some of that patch. The battery plate's in real good shape. I got some PB blaster soaking on it now. Now, this is going to the Chevy. That's just the way it is. And the rusty one from the Chevy is going to come over here because it doesn't function. I believe after this soaks with some PB blaster, it'll loosen up and be functionable. And then I'll probably make a patch to on the other one that's on the Chevy now over the top, since it doesn't have this mechanism to lock it, and just make it to where I can take it off and on and figure out some way of securing it for now. These plates are close to 75 bucks or more when you include shipping. And well, I got more pressing things than just for that right now. The wife, I call myself frugal. The wife calls me cheap, but you got to work within a budget. You got a budget. So anyway. All right, I didn't show it, but I cut out a lot of the the rust, the rusted part. The good news was the frame, the bracing was still good, but this patch here is basically temporary anyway, so I just kind of pop riveted it in. I'm not going to seam seal it, nor am I going to weld it, because like I say, temporary. And this plate's actually battery cover is from the Chevy. I got the other one. I'm going to get. I'm going to put in the Chevy, the better one, and that's actually fitting down there pretty good. I may run a couple 4 screw in the 2 corners or 4 corners to screw it down for now, because that plate's not salvageable. There's holes already rusted through it, so putting some screws through it won't hurt it any, and it'll keep it down. And anyway, so that's at least one stage done in preparation of getting this battery relocated. See, anytime you do anything to these trucks, it's like a snowball. So in order to put a heater in this truck, I'm going to have to relocate the battery. Now I'm looking at the mounting holes. Now I know this truck had to have had a heater at one time, but for the down there at the bottom, the 2 holes for a deluxe heater are not cut through the insulation, so it did not have a deluxe heater. It could have had a GMC OEM style, so when I remove that battery and see if what holes are behind it, I'll know more. But it definitely didn't have a deluxe heater. Anyway, it's almost like an expedition and discovery. All right, we'll round off the edges. I put my sander on there, my grinding wheel, and I'll go ahead and grind this down a little bit. Then we'll probably pipe rivet that to that. And this is going, of course, to the GMC. Alright. You see the difference in the mechanisms between this and this other one. So look here. That has these wires. These has the rods. I don't know. Which one would you think's original? I tend to think this one. But this was on the Chevy. And I know the Chevy's pretty much all original, so I don't know. Did they make a difference between GMC and Chevrolet? I don't know. But the condition of this is in a lot better shape and is newer. So maybe it's an aftermarket. Or GM released it as a replacement later on. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. All right, and there's the fitment. Gonna close it up. And there we go. And that'll go down more. And there's that. Again, that's not, this is just temporary. Until I'll start putting some money in it. But right now, since I got this scrap metal and these other scrap parts, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in like that. Just gonna have to use a screwdriver to, you know, to pry it up, because it does sit down in there pretty tight. I may have, you know, with the wind, you know, when you're going down the road, and this truck will run on the interstate, so I'll probably have to put a couple screws down through it once I get it situated to hold that plate down. So anyway, just working along. Alright, I decided to do a little bit of a modification. Since the locking rod still worked, I went ahead and drilled a hole here and cut a little slot in the mechanism, and it locks the plate down. There we go. So there we go. Good deal. So that way I don't have to put any more holes through it that's unnecessary. And we'll just go ahead and there we go. Lock him back. Anyway, just thought I'd add that in there. Well, Ashley, explain. What are we setting up here for?
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing it?
I thought